Hey guys, hope you're well. We're in sunny Stoke-on-Trent today, so we're going to do a little bit of a day in the life, but we have one of the wife's unique characters joining us today. He is the replication of a Labrador that's found a stash of cocaine, swallowed it all, had a Red Bull, and the result is Ross Edgley. I'm going to be here in a second.
You know when like your big brother lends you something, you're like, I think it's a bit big. That's what it feels like.
12 minutes 50.
I actually feel that is a lovely way to start the day.
Right.
Met your neighbours.
Yeah, met the neighbours. Right, let's do a bit of stretching and we'll get some breakfast. Right, we've just done a quick run. Couldn't really intro Ross because literally as he turned up, his shoes were on, he's jumping up and down, he was pulling me down the street like a Labrador on heat. So we're here, breakfast is going to be cooking it in a minute, and this is Mr. Ross Edgley.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm looking forward to today. I'm just jumping in and working around you, so it's almost like you're Rocky Balboa and I'm Apollo Creed.
Who wins out of that one? Rocky, isn't it? Yeah, Rocky wins. I'm happy with that. So we've just done the run with the weighted vest. So that's a cinch for you. You run.
You say that, but what I found fascinating is you were saying it's so specific to boxing, driving off that back foot, that posterior chain, and warming that up. I've been swimming like 30k a day, so I've got sort of something very specific that I'm training for. My glutes were on fire then. So I love that from the moment you wake up, you're already thinking boxing.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. So yeah, literally everything I do day in, day out is just boxing oriented. Even the run. As I say, the weighted vest, it just creates more of that posterior chain push. You got more to push forward. I say it gets the glutes, the hamstrings activated, and that's all about pressuring forward with boxing. You never go backward, you always want to pressure forward. So it's that jerking motion. Also having that endurance of being able to keep pushing forward all the time. So that's why I do that every morning. Yeah.
And we should also address the fact that you are looking svelte.
And thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm down to a very slender. I'll weigh myself in a minute, but yesterday I was 157 kilos. It always dips up and down a kilo or two. I could be 159, I could be 155, but I'm usually hitting about 157 at the minute. And this is the weight I'll fight at because I've just been so comfortable at this weight doing the rounds.
I would actually like to learn more about sort of core conditioning for boxing.
Okay, well this is the man that does all my strength conditioning.
Right, then in which case I would love to find out more. Oh, amazing.
Doesn't need it.
How much protein are you putting away per day now? Is it changing strongman?
It's more high protein now, yeah.
What I always love is that statistic that you told me when you were like, you weighed the same in stone than you were in age up until you deadlifted the half ton.
Yeah, then I got ahead of myself.
But you were saying as well, you were force feeding yourself at that point, weren't you?
Yeah. Every waking moment I'd have food or drink in my hand. There was no point I didn't have something in my hand, dribbling or eating or something.
That was amazing. You can taste the difference between everything like being organic.
Oh yeah. I think you feel it. You feel it more than anything. You just feel like I went organic for. I'd say it took about 2-3 weeks, and you just start lifting up, like your mood and your energy levels. It just makes a big difference.
That day at Nando's was still the best when you almost pooed yourself. I love this. This is like, what do they call it in Lord of the Rings? Second breakfast.
Second breakfast, yeah. Yeah. I even go as far as like the milk I take is lacto-free. I've got slight lacto intolerance, so this is all a lacto-free product. And it's just a way of keeping dairy in the diet. Otherwise, they'd have to cut it out. Obviously, if I'm doing everything like to the 100% of like the organic food and getting all the proteins and carbs and everything timed, then basically if I had lacto, that'd just throw all that down the drain. Like it'd be pointless.
But so this is actually interesting because so many people are a degree of lactose intolerant, but they don't know, and that's what's really interesting. It's not black and white. People go, you're lactose intolerant or you're not, and it's like no, there's degrees of it depending on which enzymes you actually have in your gut biome.
Right, that's breakfast done. You like that, mate?
I really did. There was a lot of protein.
A lot of protein.
So we had
a total of 250 gram of red meat, organic red meat, peppers, mushrooms, onions, and then 2 eggs, and a bowl of Rice Krispies.
And filtered magic water.
Filtered magic water and an Optimal. My wife just makes me have these. But
right, well if I go and swim a PB
treat
on that later and I'm like, I'm going to get one of those.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Right, so that's done, and we'll head down to the gym and get a bit of a workout in. This week's it's a deload week this week, isn't it? So you've done some really heavy sparring. Sparred with a pro boxer on Tuesday, today's Thursday, and I'm sparring with another pro boxer tomorrow. So we're keeping the weights down somewhat a little bit, just so I'm a bit fresher this week for those heavy spars, and then next week the weights will pick back up again. So let's get down there.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand.
So we're starting off I'm not going to tell you any reps because you're just doing drops basically. So we just, on the spot, on your toes. Ed uses this because it's just a bit of a cushion, so it's just a nice drill to get the thigh on. So on your toes, just moving, wait for me to give the signal to drop. You're going to go down and straight back up, straight back into, just moving around, just bouncing on your toes, and then just keep going. On your toes, nice and light. Drop. 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 That's it. Drop. 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 Right, so we'll do ball slams now. So all 4 of us in a nice square. Ball slams into the middle, hard as you can, nice and explosive, and then everyone come and get it. 10 reps.
Welcome to Forever, man. Go. This forever. No surrender. Yeah. You know that this right here forever. Go. And there will be no surrender. Now allow me to reintroduce myself. They call me J.O. N to the easy E-N. Know that we undefeated. Y'all are beneath them speeches trying to air a grievance. These lines are overhead, better check the air for clearance. Call the tower, this is ours. Clear the heat, the air apparent. Really, I never go get on that coat. You know I got all that anthem, come back in, what you call that add-on. Got anthems and bands with masters, getting them right like my name was Miranda. I ain't bigger dead than alive, I ain't bigger dead than alive. One more time, this is forever, remember the legend, he never gon' die, yeah. I ain't bigger dead than alive, bigger dead than alive. I ain't bigger dead than alive, dead than alive, yeah. I ain't bigger dead than alive, bigger dead than alive, making sure that you know why, because this is forever. And there will be no surrender. Yeah. You know that this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever. No surrender. It's forever. You know this right here forever.
Either side.
Yep.
Getting a nice crunch, obviously tense your core, and we'll just go to town. 10 sides, 10 each side.
10 punches each side. As demonstrated by Eddie first. And this is basically getting a little bit of we came out.
Ready, bro?
Yeah. So I'm not completely off the floor, but
It's good. Yeah. So nice and tense. Yeah. Okay. How are we feeling?
lovely.
Other side. Come on.
That was good. That was lovely. Oh, I love that. You do that as well. I was holding my breath. You don't talk.
Anyway,
So
on the
like,
abs,
because
obviously ribs off boundaries.
So
Which
that's
are great in
the-
the ring, but we're not trying to. You can't train ribs,
Okay.
unfortunately. So, but this really helps strengthen the core and the abs. So any muscle you see there, just go for it.
Cool. And that tempo.
Let's do 10 this side, 10 this side. Do one first, and then we'll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Take it up.
Yep.
Up. Down. Whoa. Just in the rib.
That was a bit hard.
You know, just here. You're in on the rib cage. It's like, aren't you? No matter how hard you tense, you're going to break a rib. So yeah, come on. Let's go like
There.
40% there, yeah?
Got it. Yep.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Other sides. Let's go. Let's do one punch at 40%.
Do you take the gloves as well?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just
One
hit.
punch at 40%.
Ready?
Yeah, go on. Okay, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, make sure we don't go high. Yeah, hard as you want.
Okay.
Go for it. Okay.
I was jumping off the floor there, and that was still fine.
Yeah. I can just feel you creeping up every point. Getting closer to the rim. Just like, no.
When it comes to body shots with Thor, like, I know no matter what, he's never going to get in range to get in that close anyway, to be honest. He's not got the capability to do it. But if he does, somehow, it's still not going to affect Ed. It's not something we need to worry about.
He's laid into me the most, hasn't he, with body?
Yeah.
And it's, he'll catch me. I'm straight back in though. Nothing's ever put me down yet.
Yeah. Not even really been winded, have you really?
No.
One more away. One more thing. Something.
Welcome to Forever, man. Let's go. Come on. This is forever. No surrender. Yeah. You know that this right here forever.
Yeah.
And there will be no surrender. Now allow me to reintroduce myself. They call me J.O. N to the easy E-N. Know that we undefeated. Y'all are beneath them speeches trying to air a grievance. But his lines are overhead. Better check the air for clearance. Call the tower. This is how it's.
That was decent. That was proper general physical preparedness, wasn't it? Just like deload, big motor patterns, compound movements.
It's bread and butter, isn't it? Like,
It really is, yeah.
Well, this week for me is more about concentrating on the sparring. because I'm fighting two pro boxers. So I don't want to be coming in those sessions too fatigued. Yes, it's good to still get your training in around it, but it's almost like simulating. So every 5 weeks we'll do a deload, and we'll make sure that fifth week will land on the fight. Does that make sense? So you're always sort of like mentally prepped for it.
We're at a point where everything's peaking perfectly, everything's firing perfectly. Like you come into boxing sessions and you're not like, oh fuck,
It's took us a year.
Yeah.
It took us a year to sort of, we started off all blood was grading, all guns glazing, you know, it's like 4 training sessions a day, every day. But we like, for weights, we do 2.5 hours weights. Like I would for the strongman, if not 3 hours. Do a 2.5 hour run, and then we box for an hour, you know, solid.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're talking like we do sort of like 15, 16 rounds of boxing, as opposed to now, like 5 or 6 is plenty.
Yes.
You're only training 5 or 6 rounds.
Yeah.
But it took us a year to sort of knock things out and bring certain other things in. But we've got a nice level now where I can sleep well, I can train well, and I'm not knackered with boxing still progressing.
Yeah.
So the thing, you can do 3 hours of weights now, and then tonight I'd box like.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's going backwards in a way.
Yeah.
Right, that's strength conditioning session done. Right, okay, so
You go for your nap?
we'll have lunch.
Oh, okay.
We'll have lunch, and then I'm going to do an hour and a half nap in the aquabat chamber, and then I'll get up and get going for boxing at 3:30.
Yeah. Yeah. You must be blinded by the lights. We came to
You're still putting away some good food, Eddie. How does this compare to the strongman diet?
Just more wholesome, just like no all organic for a start, and then there's no treats. You know, there's no cheesecakes, there's no sugary treats or anything like that, really.
You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it.
I think you're one of very few people who actually understand like legacy. You know, just like leaving the world a better place than you found it, and if you can do that by doing something that you love, then that's a life well spent. If you kind of ask me.
Like legacy for me is about being positive. Right now is especially this last couple of years we've had is so much turmoil and hatred and sadness in the world, and stress. And I feel like I'm a great spokesman to promote positivity, mental health awareness, and speaking out and getting help. I suppose that's what I kind of like my legacy to be, is using these impossible feats has been my tool to deal with anxiety, depression, and mental health. And I feel as though me doing that and talking about that will help so many people's lives understand and help. And I'm not saying go and chase a 500 kilo deadlift is going to be your cure for mental health, but I guess what I'm saying is everyone's got a fix. Everyone's got something that you can chase to take your mind off those stresses, those worries, and when you do them, you get these huge overwhelmness of euphoria. They can last for so long. You know, they can fix problems. That achievement, that success. Might only be for short periods, but it's something, and then you can chase something else. You know, keep moving forward. I think is the message. Keep positive.
You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night.
Right, I've just smashed lunch down, and I'm just having all my vitamins and minerals now, and cod liver oils and whatever else. So Ross is going to go off to. You're going to go off to M Club now and do some swimming.
Yes, I am. You've got me a VIP pass, haven't you?
I have.
So I've got a VIP pass. I'm going to go swim. You're having your beauty sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to have a nap. I'm going to have a nap. I think that's more important than swimming right now. So Ross is going to do. How many K are you going to do?
Well, if I've got I think I can get 10k done by the time you wake up.
You've got a couple of hours, yeah. So you're going to do 10k.
Yeah, I'll get that banked.
So
You'll wake up.
How many lamps is a K? So 5, 10. Hang on. 5. So 20 lamps is a K.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to do
It's
200 lamps.
by that logic. Yeah. Yeah, something to
Non-stop.
do. Something to do, isn't it? Yeah. Well, non-stop now after the food. I mean, I've been fed well. I've been fed well, Alex. Hello, Wolf. And then you're gonna teach me how to throw a punch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have a nap in my chamber. I'll get up, I'll get ready for boxing. I'll do my stuff first. Obviously, it's important to get my training done.
Yep.
And then me and you'll get in the ring and show you some fundamentals and have a bit of a laugh, and then spar after that. No, as in spar, jacuzzi spar.
Oh right, okay. That was my wrestling move.
So yeah, right. Well, I'm having a nap, and I'll see you in the boxing ring in a couple hours from now.
Many hours later.
Right, just done a bit of a warm up. We're waiting for Lyndon to turn up, and we're going to get stuck into. I think we're just going to do pad work today because I've got a big spar tomorrow with a pro boxer, so I want to stay somewhat fresh. Probably going to do 4 tops 5 rounds tonight, just pad work. Thing is with pad work, it's quite heavy pace, so it gets your heart going really, really fast. Very hard on the lungs, and it's a lot faster tempo than you'd fight. So you throw a lot more shots than you would in a fight. So wait for Lyndon to get in, I'll jump in the ring, and then hopefully Ross will get in the ring, but I think he's doing a 10k swim as we speak, so he might turn up and not want to do anything. But hopefully he gets in, and then do a bit of Ross, but then we'll jump into the spar. Sorry, mate.
Time. Oh.
Okay, sorry, buddy.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carried away.
Absolutely not.
Go on, you trust.
No, I'm a swimmer. I'm a swimmer. No, I'll do an ice bath with you. I'll do a sauna. Do you know what? I'll even eat cheesecake with you. But I'm not getting in there.
It's just 3 rounds, no contact. It's just 3
No,
rounds.
absolutely. And I love that Hannah's just videoing it like that one. No. I love how bad he's looking. I love this. I love it. No, honestly, my shoulders are pieces. I'll sauna afterwards. No, I'm not getting in there. Not after seeing that. No. No. I don't care.
Come on, bro. 2 rounds. Right, that's pad work done. As you can see, Ross doesn't want to do any boxing work. Do we? Well, I've got you on camera literally crying that you won't get in the ring. So, no, fair play. He's just finished a 10k swim. I understand him if he wants to be a pussy and not do anything, but there you go. What? So he's having first half an hour physio. I'll have the second half an hour, and then we'll jump into the spar. And Ross is actually very used to ice baths and stuff like that. But we're going to do some hot and cold, do the bubbles, and do sauna and ice bath. So it's torture, and I think that's Ross's philosophy, just torturing each other, which is marvellous. Right, I'll see you in the spa. Right, so we just had a bit of physio. We got into the, this is the swim spa. You got one of these at home now, haven't you?
Yeah, I did not quite this big. I think I've got the kids version.
Kids version. So, I mean, obviously this is used for swimming, but it's got these jets that literally are so powerful. And after physio, it's just great to get all those little niggles, all those bits that Rich has just been working on, just to finish them off. Basically, get some nice warm blood through them, get all those knots out. So we do a couple cycles in this, and then we'll head into the sauna. Do as long as we can in the sauna. You used to.
I'm a wimp in there.
Oh, you are?
No, I'm honestly a wimp. Like,
okay.
I'll go on the lower tier.
Okay.
Do you know what? Can I tell you a quote from Abraham?
So you wouldn't come in the boxing ring, and then you want to go sit on the floor in the sauna. Are you going to do the ice bath at least?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I've got a quote from Abraham Lincoln. Can I share it with you?
Yes, go ahead.
One thing I've learned today, you know, with all the physio and everything like that, Abraham Lincoln, and I hope I'm not misquoting this, but he said, if you give me an hour to chop down a tree, I'll spend the first 45 minutes sharpening the axe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if it's Abraham Lincoln, but I've heard that.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
It's good.
Yeah.
I suppose you mean that's relative to everything that we do behind the scenes.
Yes, I wasn't just telling you about Abraham Lincoln.
It's really
I thought I was linking it to the physio, the sharpening of the body.
Any other presidents you want to quote from?
I know.
I know, it's a bit weird coming from him.
I swear it was Abraham Lincoln.
If it was like a lumberjack said it, I'd be like, oh yeah, great. We're not Abraham Lincoln. Right, we're going in the sauna now.
Oh, I bet.
How long, Ross?
I didn't get the memo.
How long were you in for in the sauna?
I didn't get the memo.
Hours later.
Yeah. How long until I look like Benjamin Button?
I think you've got to do at least 45 minutes.
Let's face it, you can never look as bad as you do when you go out for water.
That is true. Are you taking water in?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
How about throwing the bottle in?
It's cold stuff as well. Ways to deal with pain.
Oh, you're only doing a dip?
Yo, just a quick dip, yeah. Go straight to the pot. And we'll do 4.5 minutes straight after. Oh.
Where are you going?
40 minutes we've done in there. That is, and it's 90, what's the say on the wall?
Let me check.
It's 80 degree, but it says it's warmer in the sauna. Right then, bro, let's get in here. Just sit on that step there. 4.5 minutes. How does it feel cold-wise for you? This is about 6 degree, 5, 6 degree. That's what I set at.
Yeah, but we talked about this before. You're so thermic. Like you generate. Remember we did that ice swim with Mandemir? You've got that footage, haven't you, as well? Like,
Yeah.
And remember, after the run, you were just like
Steaming.
Yeah, I mean, with respect, I hope this doesn't come across the wrong way. Like a bison, like just like that, and it was just steaming. And because there's no swimmers shaped like you, but they say, you know, muscle mass is thermic, generates heat, body fat insulating.
I will say this: when I was at my biggest, when I was like 31 and 3/4 stone, I literally I could be in a short and t-shirts, middle of winter, walking down the street, and I'd be sweating. Like I was just so hot. Go for a restaurant for a meal, again, short and t-shirts, middle of winter. Everyone would be like all cozied up in coats, and I'd be dripping with sweat. Well, I just ran so hot, and you're right. It was just like layers and layers of muscle and fat upon me that just made me so thermic.
Yeah.
And I will say now, like I'm so much more comfortable. You know, I do have to put a hoodie on when I go out and sort of put a woolly hat on when I go for my runs.
Since boxing, since transitioning to boxing.
Yeah, definitely. Losing that layer of fat is definitely, I noticed the difference. Like I have to protect myself against the elements a lot more since losing weight, definitely.
But they say that as well. Like I always love to say, like form follows function. So it's like your body will take on what shape you're asking of it. You just kind of like sat here.
Right, I think that's a wrap, mate.
No, it's been a good day. We've covered a lot. We talked about Abraham Lincoln. We've done physio.
Nearly got you in the boxing ring. Nearly did. Next time you come up, you're definitely going in that boxing ring.
No. We're not. Well, look, you know, because I can't say what it is, but you know, I'm training for something. Okay. And should something go wrong, mate, I'm not. When I watched you on the pads, I was like, I'm not doing that. But no, I will. Yeah. When I've done what I'm doing.
Okay. Okay. So if this video gets 100,000 likes.
100,000. That's a bit excessive.
No, it's not.
You said this on the Navy SEAL, and I think it got that. But then I was in Oz, so we couldn't do the thing.
100,000.
Right. Okay. 50,000 likes.
Yeah.
50,000 likes.
Yeah.
Is that okay, Hannah?
Yeah, that's
okay?
better.
Okay. Her Highness has signed that negative.
Right. Okay.
No, it's
50,000.
so negative.
No, I
I'm
want
not
you
going to
to.
get 100,000. Alright, so 50,000 likes. I'm going to come and do the Navy SEAL fitness test again.
Yep.
And you're going to get in the boxing ring with me and have a spar.
Yeah, but
After the fight.
you have a handicap of some sort.
One arm.
And one leg.
So I'm going to box like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Deal.
50,000 likes.
That's a deal. Right.
One leg.
Thanks a lot. It's been a pleasure. I always love spending the day with Ross. I say he is like a Labrador on heat. Good laugh.
Thanks, mate.
So, I had a cracking day, mate. It's always good to see you as
Thank
well.
you, mate.
He's behind the scenes. He's got a fantastic project going on that we can't talk about, but it'll be out soon. Big budget, big feat of mentalness is all I can say. I'm looking forward to it. But Ross has been out doing these ridiculous feats like swimming around the UK, swam across the channel towing a log. You've done a marathon, pulling a mini, done all sorts, and I think this is it's going to be one to match it, if not top it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks, big man. But we'll catch up after your fight as well. That's probably when we'll catch up next.
Yeah, probably is. Right, well, good luck with that.
We'll have a lot to talk about.
What to talk about. Right then guys, that's a wrap. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that like button, lots and lots and lots. So you can see me and Ross again. Right. Take care guys, big love. See you later.